Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. We're going back in. Hopefully it will be our last time to complete the Planet Namek Saga category on Collection of Epic Battles on Stage 2, Nightmares of Planet Namek. And hopefully, we'll spoiler if this video is up and it is live, then I've done it. It's quite as simple as that. If this is a video on the channel, then I have done it. I'm not gonna lie, this is the only category mission on this event which has actually given me any trouble. I don't think I've had trouble with any of the other missions. I think one of the main things that has to do with it is, of course, the Planet Namek Saga category in terms of on the super side of things rather than extreme, is the super type units on Planet Namek Saga aren't great. Like, there's a few good ones, of course, the main one being, especially for this event, with Frieza being the final enemy, the final boss, is you have LRSSJ Goku, who is of course amazing, and also at the end he's just going to be doing just ridiculous amounts of damage non-stop through that. You have Planet Namek Goku, the strength one, who, I mean, he's okay. He's definitely aged and is definitely noticeable, which is why an easy A for him is definitely needed. But of course, that is going to be LR Fizz Bardock, which, by the way, I've seen the details for him, and also Ginyu, and the two free-to-play units. They're all looking very good, especially that Ginyu. He actually looks amazing for a free-to-play unit. I can't wait to try the whole team out together. It means I can finally do the Ginyu Force mission. But yeah, all the easy A details look amazing for those units. Let me know what you think of them down in the comments if you have indeed seen them. But they are looking good. They are looking really good, I must say. But yeah, the Planet Namek Saga on the super type of things, they don't have the best of units. As I said, past LR Goku, of course, is amazing. Planet Namek Goku, he's okay. I guess he raises defense, but it's not really a long enough continuous event where you're going to have a decent amount of defense. But I mean, it is something. Unfortunately, he does have type advantage at the end against full power Frieza, hence why instead of taking two, which apparently I've seen a lot of people take dual Goku leads for this. I've gone for dual Frieza just because it seems to me like a bit safer, just because you can't build up Goku that much here. We've got the third form Frieza here as well to essentially just... He's just kind of here to fill out. Like, he's a decent unit, but he's here to fill out. For the most part, he'll be on rotation with full power Frieza until we start facing Frieza at the end, which is when Nail and Piccolo come in rotation. I've brought Piccolo purely just because why not? And also, of course, he's a Planet Namek Saga support, which will be supporting everyone until, again, we get to Frieza at the end, where he will be on rotation at all times with Nail, because of course, Nail gets extra damage reduction while on rotation with Piccolo, which is going to be nice to have against Frieza at the end. And Nail's here just to clean house, just like Goku. Because, of course, Nail has, he has the extra damage reduction because we're going to have him rotation with Piccolo. Not only that, he's then going to get an extra attack and defense plus 40% because he's going to be on rotation at all times with Piccolo when we're facing Frieza at the end. And also, on top of that, Nail will be getting additionals and crits because he's facing a Wicked Bloodline enemy. And also, my Nail is rainbowed, so he'll be getting extra additionals, extra crits, if we decide, if the game decides to give us that RNG, which is going to be very nice, which means Nail's going to be doing ridiculous amounts of damage. Also, on Super, Nail is raising attack and defense every single time he supers, which means he's guaranteed to raise his attack and defense twice a turn, because, when we're facing Frieza anyway, twice a turn because we are facing a Wicked Bloodline enemy, which means we're going to be racing it twice a turn minimum. As I said, if the RNG is in our favor and we're getting additionals on our dupe system because he's rainbowed, then we're going to be raising his we're going to be raising his attack and defense 3 times on super attack a turn, which is going to be great, which means he's going to be doing even more damage on top of the damage he's already doing, and also he's going to have a bit more defense to tank against Frieza, which is only going to be a good thing, and especially with the amount of times he will be supering. Like I said, it'll be minimum twice per turn, which is going to be great. And Piccolo's just there to support that, and I thought, why not see how he can do in a slightly harder event than a Dokkan event. Other than that, Piccolo is just purely here to make Nail look good. I say look good. He's purely here to make Nail look better than he is against Frieza type units or Wicked Bloodline type units. Other than that, as I said, I kind of wait to see how he done in a harder event that isn't a Dokkan event. Well, I'm not expecting good things. Of course, pretty sure it's actually the third form Frieza is actually in, so we're probably going to have to be slightly careful when we do come up against him while having Piccolo on rotation. And I mean, yeah, it's just in general, I think this one's probably given me the most jip, the most problems, just because, as I said, the team Planet Namek Saga category just doesn't have that many great super type units. Goku's one of the hugest ones, which makes this, I'd say, a lot easier. It is definitely a lot easier with him, because as I said, you're constantly going to be critting Frieza non-stop, which is huge. But then, you know, that's not going to carry you to completely, you know, to doing this mission. You know, as I said, Piccolo isn't that great. Nail's good here. Strength Namek Goku, he can still take a bit of damage, especially if you haven't raised his defense, which with it not being a continuous event like Legendary Goku event, he won't have his defense that high unless you're getting super lucky with additionals and even avoiding Frieza supering attack. I mean, the event is actually naturally harder than the first stage anyway, because Frieza actually has more health than Goku, does more damage than Goku. He can also lock you in place, which is quite annoying as well. Of course, at the end, which can really be a pain, like a big pain. I can't remember if he has more attack and defense or if he lowers attack and defense. Like, I actually cannot remember off the top of my head which one it is, but there's something to do with attack and defense. And if I remember correctly, Frieza can also, Frieza has more of a chance of super attacking each turn than Goku does. So that's also quite annoying. And as I've mentioned before as well, the longer you're in this event, especially when you're dealing with type disadvantaged units, which Frieza does still do decent damage. I mean, he does great damage along the way until you get to Frieza, which is good. But of course, when it's against Frieza when it really matters. That's when things start to slow down quite a bit. We're getting super attacked here as well, so this probably can do like 100, 200k damage because we have type disadvantage, which is not great. Yeah. I mean, you couldn't have dodged a super attack, no, thanks. But yeah, because you're having to deal with damage reduction on the extreme units, which in this case will be both Friezas. Because of that, and as I've mentioned before, you're susceptible to more damage because you're going to be in the event longer. You're going to be, you know, as I said, you're more susceptible to more damage. You're more susceptible to Frieza super attacking you a lot more. I mean, you're more susceptible to that anyway, on top of while being in the event longer, which means you can take more damage, which means you have to be a bit more careful. Because when you're doing the stage 1, you're using extreme units, there's so many good extreme type units on Planet Namek Saga, including having the ability on Planet Namek Saga specifically, because of course Goku's categories are going to be running 2 of them. With Planet Namek Saga, especially on stage 1, because that's where super type units have the damage reduction, you have the luxury of running 2 Friezas. Your Frieza, if you have him, and a friend Frieza, and you don't have no damage reduction, which means you are doing ridiculous amounts of damage to Goku at all times, because there's no damage reduction for you because you're using Frieza, of course, and there's no damage reduction for extreme type units in stage 1. Whereas here, doing Planet Namek Saga, you don't have that luxury. Yes, you could take 2 strength Namek Gokus, which, I mean, maybe could be the thing that I'm missing, I don't know, but at the same time, he doesn't do that much damage where I'm like, yeah, let me not take 2 Friezas. Like, at least Frieza is able to, you know, raise his defense on Ultra Super Attack if we do get it off, and also raise his attack on Super Attack anyway, which doesn't really counteract the damage reduction. But of course, even though there is damage reduction, it does mean he will constantly be doing a little bit extra damage each rotation he does come back. So there is that. But yeah, you just don't see, with this mission specifically on stage 2, you just don't have the luxury of running dual leads. Unlike if you do Super Saiyan Legendary Existence with Goku, on this you've got 2 Gokus just mollywopping Frieza left, right and center. Unlike stage 1 on Planet Namek Saga, you run dual Friezas, you're mollywopping Goku because there's no damage reduction for you. Whereas unfortunately you don't have that luxury here. So yeah, this one has definitely caused me a hell of a lot more problems. If I'm honest, this is probably, I probably attempted this at least 6 times, hence why this has taken me so long to upload, because I keep dying when I get to full power Frieza. It's just, things seem to be going, sometimes the run's going bad, it's going okay, sometimes it's going good, a lot of the time it's going decent, could be going better, but it's going decent. But then I'll be supered just, I don't know, it seems that this one's worse than the Goku event. It seems like I'm super attacked constantly at the wrong time with the wrong unit when I'm trying to just preserve my items, and it just ruins the entire run. Like there, I'm really surprised. To be fair, I didn't actually notice there were so many attacks, just bumped my mic. But yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get super attack there. If I did, run was over, because Piccolo is just... He's not great. He's not great. He does take a bit of damage on basics here, because I've actually attempted it twice before this attempt. So, I mean, if I manage to do it, I mean, yeah, we're easily above 6 attempts. We're probably on at least 10 by now. Here we should be good, because we have LRN SSJ Goku, who's going to be doing extra damage, because we're facing an extreme type unit, and we're facing a Frieza unit, which means crits galore. And also we're going to get a guaranteed additional. You super attack him all you want. It's not going to do that much damage. We've also got type advantage here, which is great, and we're getting a guaranteed additional off as well. So huge damage here, which is a good start. We've lost quite a bit of health already, just between the Ginyu phase and now Frieza, which is I mean, it doesn't mean it's a bad run, but I rather would have not have lost this much health already. But I probably would have lost this much health eventually through the Frieza phase anyway, but we should be getting a Dokkan attack off here, I think. Yeah, we are. Especially because we're going to recover loads of health here as well, which is actually quite nice. We're going to pop a Whis because I'm going to leave it like this, and just in case just in case Piccolo gets supered, at least we have the Whis active. And also, at least we got to recover a bit of health. I still think the amount of HP you recover per orb with Piccolo should be a bit higher, rather than, what, 6%? But let's be honest, it does come in handy. Probably not as much as if it was better, of course. But it does add up. That, like, we were on, like, what, 90k when I was on 200k health. It still should have been higher, but, I mean, it's something. Every little helps, I guess. What was that advert? Is that Tesco or Asda? One of the two. It's either Tesco or Asda. One of the two is every little helps. And yes, every little helps does come into... It is a thing here. We haven't been super attacked so far. But we do have a Whis active. And it's only second form Frieza. So we should be good. Even if we are super attacked. If we're not, that's still great. We're not even being super attacked, so that's good. So, yes, the Whis was more of a precaution here, but, you know, if we would have been super attacked against Piccolo, we would have been dead. So, it is, again, I always say it the same with the Legendary Goku event. It's better to be safe than sorry. Whis is going to be active going into the next turn as well. We're going to have full health or near full health, which means we are taking no damage here. I'm going to put you... But Goku should be fine here, because we've got the Whis active, and he has more defense than Strength NAMEK Goku. And then Frieza's just going to be chilling at the end there. We can't get any form of super attack off of him, so if we can get an additional, that would actually be great. We've been super attacked, but again, we've got the Whis active. We still took 100k. Maybe I should have put Strength NAMEK Goku up front first. Because with the type advantage and the Whis, we probably would have been good. Probably, I say good. We probably just would have took less damage than that, if I'm being honest. But it's okay. We're fine. We're fine. The additional's off. Second form Frieza should be dead after this. Yep, there we go. 2 big crits. Also, that was an additional, which means we did raise Goku's defense, which is only a good thing. Of course, once again, every time Nail super attacks, he'll be raising his attack and defense. He's guaranteed to additional once every turn minimum, which means he'll be getting a minimum of 2 super attacks off every single turn, which means we'll be raising his attack and defense minimum twice every turn. The dupe system comes off 3 times, which is great. Getting super attacked. Of course, the Whis is worn off now. Only 27k. Good. Would rather you super attack him than anyone else. Bang. Mystic Flash! With 1.4 milli crit. Couldn't get the third off, but still, as I said, minimum every single turn. We are super attacking every single turn a minimum of twice. Which means attack and defense goes up twice every single turn, guaranteed. Which is fantastic. That's just what we want. That's just what we're looking for. I say looking for, we're guaranteed to get it anyway. We're not really looking for it because we're guaranteed to get it. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Frieza will do a little bit of damage here. Of course, not too much because of the damage reduction. But it's something, I guess. That's a lot of attacks. but I don't know. I think I'd rather you get attacked by all of them, considering rather than you get attacked first, where this LR Goku has more defense. It doesn't look like we're not getting supered. So hopefully Goku here, he will be getting an additional. And of course he'll be critting guaranteed, but hopefully it's going to be enough damage to either have Strength NAMEK Goku finish third form Frieza off, or completely avoid Frieza attacking. I think we should be good. I think he'll kill him here. Maybe not. 50-60k basics. Please don't super me. We're down to 20k, but still, that was quite a bit of damage to take. I'm not gonna lie. Quite a bit of damage to take in one rotation. I really thought, see, that's what I mean. NAMEK Goku he's aged so much, which is why an easy A would have been huge for him in this celebration, but it was Bardock instead. So what can you do? Give you all of them, because then we can recover some health back, which is nice. Don't get me wrong, it is definitely useful getting super attacked immediately. I mean, I'd rather you super attack Nail than anyone else. But can we just calm down on the 41 damage? That means Nail's defense is probably at a decent spot already. But yeah, while the HP recovery isn't a lot per ob for Piccolo, it definitely does add up. I can't lie. It's definitely a lot more useful than I thought it would have been. I do still feel like it should be higher, but it's definitely been useful. I will definitely say that, because we pretty much recovered the amount of HP we pretty much lost from the rotation prior. So maybe I can't knock the HP recovery too much. Maybe I can't knock it too much. Because it is somewhat useful. It is still somewhat useful. Let's just be honest. It's still somewhat useful. I won't lie. Nail should just completely wipe the floor with Frieza on this part of the event, just because we have type advantage. Again, Nail will be raising attack and defense on every super, minimum 2 supers every single turn. Also, minimum to raise a... That was a bit much. I'm not gonna lie, a bit much. Minimum of raising attack, you know, twice every turn as well. Doing good damage anyway. Guaranteed to crit. Nail's going to shine on this part of the event, 100%. Do I want to pop an item is the question. I know I could have saved them for Goku, but that gives us some health back. Do I want to pop an item? It'll probably be safe to do so, I'll be honest. Like, just because Piccolo and also... This Frieza's a bit more... This Frieza's kind of fine, but it's more so Piccolo, so... You know, I mean, at least we got full health here and damage reduction for this turn. Nail, of course, will take no damage whatsoever because we have the damage reduction because of Piccolo. Attack and defense are being risen and also, or rising, and also, not to mention anyway, what was the other one I was going for? Attack and defense constantly going up, with damage reduction and type advantage, that was the other one. Yeah, I think healing was probably the smart option to go for here. Even if we don't get super attacked, which there's still quite a few chances to be super attacked at the end. I mean, at least we have, well, even if we are super attacked and even if we're not, at least we will still have somewhat decent health going into the next rotation. If you get super attacked here and you've dodged before it, okay, cool. We're good. We're not going to use that. Pop this. I say pop this. You get all of them orbs. Can't get yours off, but it doesn't really matter because we can't really get. We're not getting your ultra super attack off anyway right now, which is a little bit on the downside because that means we would have been raising Frieza's defense a lot more, which would have been nice. But what can you do when he is a floater? Right, full power once again. We got 2 items, 1 of each. Please do not lock. I was going to say Piccolo. At least Nail's on rotation, but I would have preferred Nail up front. I think we Whis here. I don't know. At least Frieza can get his ultra super attack off here, which is going to be nice. Piccolo's going to be good because he does have type advantage against Frieza here. He'll still probably take a bit of damage, especially on Super, but not too much. Now I'm glad I popped the Whis. We're getting super attacked immediately. Not immediately, but, you know, before we even attacked. This will probably still do a bit of damage. 125k, yeah, I'm kind of glad I popped the Whis now, definitely. But yeah, Piccolo should be a lot better now because he has a type advantage, but still, I'd still rather him not get supered because it'll still be probably a chunk of damage. We did raise Frieza's defense there, and now we've got the additional. We are going to raise his attack. Also, he's chipping some damage off. It feels weird to say that Frieza's chipping damage off because the amount of damage he does, but the damage reduction, it just kicks in heavily. So heavily when you get to the final phase of these. And you're running, like, in this case, an extreme type unit. Come on, there's the guaranteed one. Get an additional because of the dupe system. He did, and it's a super attack as well. That means even more attack and defense. That means another crit as well. Good start. We've had a good start. This is actually probably the best start I've had so far. Going into the Frieza event. We've already been supered, which means Piccolo will probably take no damage right here because we have the Whis active and the type advantage. He's probably fully built up as well. Not that completely matters, but no damage there. No lock this turn either, which is good. We still have the Whis active. Only one attack in the middle for Namek Goku. He hasn't actually transformed yet, which is actually kind of a bit of a detriment to us because it means we could be raising his defense right now, not his attack, his defense. But we still got the Whis active, and we still have a big chunk of health, which means we are in a decent spot. Goku's going to, of course, guaranteed additional. I think this might be the time we do it. I think we've done it. Frieza is almost dead. Goku's about to do another huge chunk of damage here. We're literally on the we're on the final bar. We've still got almost our full health. We're not going to kill him here, but the Whis is still active, which means even if we are supered, I think we should. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. Even with Whis active, he doesn't have that high defense and he has type disadvantage. Oh, that's a big chunk with that. Oh my god. We should be good. Frieza after he super attacks, Frieza's fine, and he's gonna get an additional super attack as well. Frieza raises his defense on what, for a turn, 3 turns on super. We have a Whis active, we're good. Even with those wood attacks, we're good. We're fine. This is it. We've done it. The Planet Namek Saga category on stage 2, the Nightmares of Planet Namek, has caused me so many problems. I mean, he's locked us just to be safe. I probably didn't need to, but just to be safe, I've popped the snake to make sure we have full health and damage reduction. Even though Frieza won't do a lot of damage here, this should still be enough to kill. This should still be enough to beat him. It has taken me so many attempts to do this. As I said, I'm not even joking. I pretty much minimum, it's probably taken me at least minimum 8 to 10 attempts. Minimum. Not even joking. And we've finally done it. There we go. The final mission has been completed. Bang. Give me my stones. Give me the Kais. And of course the memory. I'm not gonna lie. For Planet Namek Saga, you're very limited on options when it comes to super type units. As I don't actually know if I mentioned it. If you do have Krillin and Gohan from the top legendary summon banner, you're probably in a little bit of a better spot. But overall, as you see here, there's not that many options. There's just not many options. So, I mean, you know, it's not even I can be like, oh, I'll take him instead. I mean, maybe you take this Frieza over the third form Frieza, but the third form Frieza, as you saw, they're done well. But, I mean, that Frieza has guard, but, you know. But, I'm going to end this one here. As always, if you have enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.